The night before surgery. We are here now. And just as quickly, it was over. But the night before, a few days leading before that, when I knew that the final hours just ticking away, it felt like death. Honestly, I'm being dramatic, but you know, you find out that most people, if you're like me, we don't like surgeries. It's not like you wake up and say, "Hey, I'm excited. I'm gonna get cut open today," right? So, as humans, it's just natural to think of the worst case scenario, and I'm one of those people that often conflates or exaggerates the outcome. Um, and part of it is based on what you don't know. It's unfamiliar territory. So surgery was relatively pain-free, painless in this inguinal hernia procedure. The most painful thing I would say I've experienced was the carbon dioxide gas they put in your stomach. And the reason why they inflate your stomach with that abdominal is, keep in mind, it's laparoscopic surgery. So they put 3 incisions, like I said in the first video, belly button and to the side, very small. But when they inflate your stomach, probably triples the size at that time, and everything is visible through the camera that they insert in those incisions. And I was blown away at the technology. That's why they call it robotic laparoscopic repair. That also gave me the confidence behind behind the procedure. And the doctor's name is Thomas Hirai. I actually have this, so I can tell you folks, if you're in San Jose, California, which is where I used to live. Now I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. But Dr. Thomas Hirai, Hirai, he's one of the best in the industry. In fact, I saw 3 consultants in that area in California, at least Silicon Valley. I spoke to about 2 or 3 doctors just to get second opinions, and I had mentioned even medicine doctors, sports medicine doctors. And this guy was like on top of the yellow pages. You just flip through the cards and contact, and he's number one. Uh, and his consultation was amazing. We went over all the side effects, chances, probability. This is a minor outpatient procedure, folks. Believe it or no, as dramatic as I make it sound, or I thought it would be, it's considered minor outpatient. But at that time, I feel for anyone that's in that position, because guys, girls, a lot of this is mental. It's you. It's you in your own way. And just like in anything that we do, whether it's 10,000 steps, whether it's drinking enough water, let's face it, we don't drink enough water. That's part of discipline. We don't get enough sleep, put myself through this, and I had to get through it. And the example I gave was Kobe Bryant's torn Achilles and his comebacks from many um, complex injuries and procedures he went through. But particularly the Achilles heel that really cost him was a finale, right, to his career. But he willed his way through that surgery and played and retired on his own terms and had one of the most dramatic, heroic performances in the final game, a 60-point performance game. So I watched all that material, all the stuff. You watch your mentors, and you try to pull from sources and inspirational sources and things that inspire you, and you take all that fuel into that day to fight that battle. And that's what I did. Even though as minor as that sounds, and if some of you are on the bright side and looking at this like, oh, that was easy, I got through it, I was in your shoes, more power to you, man. Like, I swear, hats off, because many of us can't deal with it that way. I know I couldn't. And especially if you also have general anxiety, I think many of us do. And if your anxiety elevates, right, your breathing becomes shallow. You have to be very conscious to breathe through your nose. Inhale through your nose, exhale. You got to do your basics. to get to that point. But let me tell you, the anesthesia and the relaxes they give you on that day is really, really welcoming. It basically, kind of gets you a little high, definitely relaxed, but it wasn't working on me because my adrenaline, I'm just a very active guy. My adrenaline was fighting off the relaxers very quickly. So they had to bring an anesthesia specialist, which they do anyway, to monitor the anesthesia was not hitting my system as quickly as it would do other people. Because, like I said, I was in that flight response, and my body is producing all the adrenaline and fighting it off, right? So, but I'm human, like everyone else. No one is invincible, not even my man Kobe Bryant. So, I was out, woke up. It felt like I was just gone for a minute, and I asked the nurse. I almost felt like I was on the other side, like in heaven. I asked the nurse, "Is it over?" And my eyes were literally closed, and I remember asking the nurse, "Is this real? Like, did this really happen? Are we done?" I was more excited that I followed through, that I kept my word, that I would go through the surgery, and I would be an example that this day, today, I could give back. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I was ready to recover. My battle mentally, I knew I was ready to fight to come back. Was I upset? Was I sad? Was I depressed? That I wouldn't be able to bench and lift anymore? All those voices in my head that you're never gonna be the same, I think normally I wouldn't do this. What do you think? I mean, I think I'm doing all right. There were rumors that, hey, you're gonna lose all your muscle mass. You're not gonna be able to look the same, feel the same. You're gonna lose your strength, forget your lifting days, and lifting is what causes hernia and all the myths. I debunked it. I'm very proud, because if I believed all the negative self-talk, guess what? After surgery, I would not have even bothered pushing or trying. So with that being said, I will catch you in part 3 of what happened when I got home and the recovery process. I will segment that for the next video, but for now, the day of the surgery went beautifully as it could go. Make sure you have your support system, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, family, friends. Some just want to be alone. One of the things in the hospital I realized is that it was kind of during the time of COVID, right? 2021, is you're alone. A lot of people in the hospital, you're not even allowed to bring anyone inside, like near your bedside. You're alone. So the moral of the story is, anyone contemplating this surgery, you're gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. It's not life-ending. It's not life-threatening. Do your research. If this video helps, let me know. Kind of all over the place, but this is why I wanted to keep it as real as I could and not scripted. I don't have a transcript or anything like I'm reading off. I'm just talking. If it reaches anyone and you know anyone else in my situation, especially if you're Gen X like me, old, cue them in. Just say, hey, this guy made this video. You should take a look. And I'm happy to share more. There's going to be a part 3, but the day of the surgery, you're going to be fine. You're going to be out. Like, literally, you're going to be out. You're going to wake up, nothing's happened. All right, folks, with that being said, I almost want to get into another rant here, but I'll continue in the next video segment, part 3. Mamba out.